Imagine you're the star actor of a major motion picture. There may be days when the idea of facing the public is too much, but with millions of dollars at stake, there's going to be a lot more drama if you want out of the project altogether. Here are some times when an actor actually stopped a movie from getting made. Yes, it's true, Dude, Where's My Car almost got a sequel.
Dude, what does mine say?
Sweet! What about mine?
Dude, what does mine say?
Sweet! What about mine?
As far back as 2002, Fox has been trying to get a second Dude movie off the ground, according to IGN. Tentatively titled Seriously Dude, Where's My Car?, the picture would follow Ashton Kutcher and Seann William Scott as they, one can only assume, get really high and try to find their car. As you might recall, Kutcher got kinda big there for a second, starring in a number of blockbusters like No Strings Attached and What Happens in Vegas. With his plate so full, Kutcher kept turning down the Dude sequel. But don't lose all hope. According to The Independent, he said in 2016 that the sequel could still happen. If you're a millennial, you probably have a special place in your heart for Mrs. Doubtfire. It was the ridiculously successful, universally heartwarming, and retrospectively odd story of a middle-aged man who disguises himself as an elderly woman to circumvent a court order to stay away from his children.
He's half man, half woman. What?
There wasn't much that Robin Williams couldn't make amazing, and the picture did gangbuster business at the box office. It's no surprise the studio wanted a sequel, but according to worst previews, the film's star kept turning down the project, citing problems with the script. However, time and boatloads of money wear down the mightiest of mountains. According to Entertainment Weekly, by spring 2014, Williams had reportedly changed his mind and said he was ready to give the character another go. Sadly, his tragic death in August of that year put an end to the project for good. At some point, everyone has considered how much money it would take to get them to do something embarrassing.
So I'm here now. I found you, Daddy.
For Will Ferrell, the answer is apparently more than $29 million. Elf was something of a surprise hit when it was released in 2003 and managed to grab a hefty chunk of cash at the box office, eventually pulling in over $200 million on a $33 million budget. Obviously, the studio felt like the only logical follow-up was to sign the man-child actor up for a sequel, and then, according to The Guardian, Ferrell said no. It's a shocking move, but even after he was offered $29 million to put the tights back on, Ferrell had no interest in the project. His reason? He didn't want people to think he was doing a bad sequel just for the money. John Travolta used to be hard to beat at the box office. A young superstar in the 70s, he rebounded with a surprise comeback in the mid-90s, breaking $100 million at the box office with Pulp Fiction, Phenomenon, and Face Off over a 4-year span. Studios were drooling all over him, so expectations were high when Travolta teamed with Roman Polanski on a new picture called The Double, set to shoot in France. According to Entertainment Weekly, Travolta reported to the set and seemed ready to film all summer, even going so far as to send his personal jet back home. But after rehearsing for just a few days, the Saturday Night Fever star picked up and left. According to Travolta, one of his children needed a minor surgery and he wanted to make sure he'd receive the best care available. But the star's absence was a blow the production couldn't bounce back from. The film folded and a contentious legal battle erupted, according to The Guardian. The production company sued Travolta and it took 5 years before the lawsuit was settled out of court. Back in 1992, shock jock extraordinaire Howard Stern had just appeared at the 1992 MTV Video Music Awards as National Lampoon's Fart Man, a satirical character whose various subtleties you can probably figure out from the name. Stern's high-profile costumed appearance on the show drummed up a decent amount of interest in a Fart Man movie. New Line, in particular, was especially hungry for more, agreeing to an informal deal with Stern to produce a big-screen adaptation of The Fart Night. But in 1993, Stern put a stop to production, according to Entertainment Weekly. He became frustrated with New Line for refusing to give him the go-ahead on an R-rated script. Stern bowed out, swearing that this wasn't the last we'd see of Fart Man. And that's the last we saw of Fart Man. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.